Truth about PrizePicks discount picks is that they are not automatically free money. They can be some of the best spots on the board. Sometimes a discount takes a projection that was already close to playable and moves it into a number that looks genuinely soft. But the tag itself is not the edge. The edge is the gap between the discounted line and what the player is actually likely to do. That distinction matters because discount picks are designed to get your attention. They are bright, they are limited, and they make the decision feel easier than it really is. You open the board, see a player moved from something like 23.5 points down to 19.5, and your brain immediately says, how does that not hit? Sometimes that reaction is right, but sometimes the discount is only useful if you understand why the original line existed in the first place. So the real question is not, is this discounted? Real question is, did the discount create the easiest profitable pick on the board, or did it just make a mediocre pick look exciting? Here's the clean way to think about it. A normal projection is basically asking you to beat the number as posted. A discounted projection gives you a better number, but only on that one leg. If the rest of your entry is weak, the discount does not rescue the card. It just becomes the strongest leg attached to bad decisions. That is where beginners usually mess this up. They treat the discounted pick as a green light to build a bigger lineup. They see the easier number, then start adding extra legs because the payout looks better. But a discount does not make your third, fourth, or fifth pick sharper. It only improves the discounted projection. The correct move is to rank the discount against every other possible pick, not worship it because it has a promo label. The first thing I want to know is whether the original number was already close to playable. If a player was projected at 23.5 points and your realistic expectation was around 24 or 25, then a drop to 19.5 can be a major edge. You already had a reason to like them more. Discount just gave you a much better entry point. But if your realistic expectation was only 20 or 21, that same discounted 19.5 is not the same kind of gift. It might still hit, but now the edge is thinner. You are not comparing the discount to the original number visually. You are comparing the new number to the player's actual expectation. That is how you find the easiest discount. Do not ask which one has the biggest markdown. Ask which discounted line is farthest away from a realistic projection in your favor. The second thing is whether the discount crosses an important threshold. Some number moves matter more than others. Moving a points projection from 23.5 to 22.5 may look nice, but it might not change the range of outcomes that much. Moving it from 23.5 to 19.5 can be very different, because now a normal game that lands at 20, 21, or 22 suddenly becomes good enough. That is the kind of discount you want to hunt for. You want the discount that turns normal outcomes into winning outcomes. The third thing is roll. This is where a lot of discounted picks can fool people. The new number might look easy, but what is the player's role tonight? Are the minutes secure? Is a teammate returning? Is the matchup slowing the game down? Is the player dealing with an injury? Is there blowout risk? Did the line move because the market knows something, or because PrizePicks is running a promo? The easiest discount is not just a lower number. It is a lower number on a player whose opportunity still supports the play. This is exactly where I like using parlay. I do not want to look at a discounted projection and just say, that looks too easy. I want the pick challenged with live context, current stats, matchup information, role changes, injury context, and the case for both sides. Parlay lets you choose the AI model you want judging the pick, continue the analysis through live chat, and after results settle, it reflects on losses so the process can improve over time. So if a discount looks amazing, I want parlay asking the uncomfortable questions before I submit it. Is the player actually getting the minutes? Is the usage still there? Is the matchup helping or hurting? Does the discounted number create real value, or is it just a pretty line? You can check it out at parlai.cc. Back to the discount. Fourth thing I check is the less side. It sounds simple, but it is powerful. Before taking the discounted more, make the best possible argument for the less. Not a lazy argument, a real one. What would have to happen for this player to stay under the discounted number? Maybe the player loses minutes in a blowout. Maybe foul trouble is realistic. Maybe the matchup forces the ball out of his hands. Maybe the team is healthier than it was last game. Maybe the player's recent box score looks better than his actual role. If you cannot make a strong less argument, that is a good sign. If the less argument is still strong even after the discount, you may be looking at a trap with nicer packaging. The fifth thing is lineup fit. Discount can be the easiest pick on the board and still be used badly. If you attach it to 3 shaky picks just because the multiplier looks better, you have not found value. You have used value as an excuse to take more risk. The better move is to build around the discount only if the rest of the entry also deserves to be there. Ask yourself this: if the discounted pick were not on the card, would I still like the other legs? If the answer is no, the lineup is probably being carried by the promo. That is not a strategy, that is a disguise. The best discount pick should make a strong lineup stronger. It should not be the only reason the lineup exists. Another thing people miss is that not all sports and stat types behave the same way. A discounted points line in basketball is different from a discounted strikeout line in baseball, which is different from a discounted receiving yards line in football. Some stats are more volatile, some are more role-dependent, some are heavily tied to game script. That means the easiest discount is not always the most famous player or the biggest name on the board. Sometimes the cleanest edge is a less exciting player with a stable role, a soft matchup, and a discounted number that sits below his normal opportunity. The boring discount can be better than the flashy one. And that is the whole point. PrizePicks discount picks are not bad. They can be excellent. The truth is, they only become powerful when you stop treating the promo tag as the analysis. The tag gets your attention. Your job is to decide whether the number is actually wrong. So the next time you see a discount, run it through this checklist. Was the original line already close to playable? Did the new line cross an important threshold? Does the roll support the discount? Can the left side still make a strong case? And does the full lineup still make sense without forcing extra legs? If the answer lines up, that discount might be one of the best spots on the board. If not, it is just a bright button trying to make a questionable pick feel obvious. The truth about PrizePicks discount picks is simple. The discount is not the edge by itself. The edge is finding the discount where the new number is easiest to beat, and then having the discipline not to ruin it with the rest of the card.